Hi Libras, and welcome to this Beyond the Breakup series. This is month one. And before you listen to this, please, I would strongly recommend for you to go and read the pinned comment below so you will understand on how to approach this reading and work with it. As I was saying, so this is Beyond the Breakup X series, where you will find what is happening and what is behind the scene of your ex. Now, there is also other series that I am going to do new ones, and one that I already finished, well, at least the chapter one, and it's called Inside This Love. You can use it as well for, exes, and they're timeless. So what we're going to do, we are going to start now with the Osho Zen, and we'll see what it comes up. Okay? Now, with this particular first three cards, we are going to see the attitude of this particular ex towards you right now, the moment that you are listening to this reading. And I repeat, this is a timeless reading. Okay? So let's have a look. Please, angels and guides, please show us the attitude of Libra's ex towards them. Now, three cards first, and then I'll read them. We've got guilt. We're starting very well. And then we've got mind. Libras, what did you do to them? And then we have got understanding. I really like this. So, guilt, mind, and understanding. Your ex attitude is that one now when they think about you or when they think about the relationship, and mostly when they think about the fact that the relationship is not alive anymore, because this relationship is gone, this is an ex, they feel a lot of guilt. Now, we are not going to see what happened during the breakup. What did they do? Was it their fault? Was not their fault? This is not what we're looking here. But the attitude is that they are feeling very guilty because they thought and they are still thinking about what happened. So during the process of starting to think, I'm strongly sensing here, that the breakup happened, and then more than likely could have been a bit of time before they started to rethink about the whole relationship as it was when it was still alive. And then they break up, and with a cold mind, as I said, cold mind means, in a relaxation mode, they starting to understand what they had done, or maybe the way that they had treated you during the relationship or something like that. And now they understand what happened. So this is a really good start, Libra. I like if it was always so easy. Now with the Light Seer Tarot, we are going to go into the main part of the reading. So let's remember the title of this month one, that is What They Can't Admit Yet. And now one by one, we are going to answer the 7 questions. Okay, so we start with the first one. What truth are they refusing to admit to themselves? So let's have a look. What truth are they refusing to admit to themselves? I won't shuffle anymore now. From now on, I'll pull. So here we have got the High Priestess. What are they refusing to admit to themselves? That you were right. There is something that tells me here that you had told them in the past about something that was going on, something that was happening around. What I'm sensing here, something that was happening in their life, maybe even outside of the relationship, or something that was coming from the outside world into your connection, into your relationship, that was creating problems. And you told them that. And you would also, I'm strongly sensing here that for some of you, when the breakup happened or just before, I am sensing that you told them, you are going to regret this. But not as a threat, not in a nasty way. It was an insight, like only the High Priestess can do. Okay. Now, what feelings are they actively suppressing about you? And here we got the Ace of Swords. Um, this is a telepathic communication between the two of you. Um, I am strongly sensing that they can feel you and you can feel them, and they're trying to suppress this. It's getting too much for them. They're already in a state of feeling guilty, their mind working and constantly working and understanding what they, what was their part of into the breakup, what did they do also. Um, so I am strongly sensing here that they are suppressing this feeling of having you there talking to them. Um, this might also be a connection, an oniric connection, and that means that when they go to bed and they fall asleep, you are very often in their dreams, and this combination of the High Priestess and the Ace of Swords reminds me and calls that, for me to say to you, okay? Why do they feel unsafe acknowledging this truth? Let's have a look. And here we've got the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is that card of a reunion, of getting back together as well. I think that they feel unsafe because was there another breakup that happened before this one with the same person, of course? Do they feel unsafe acknowledging this because it was the same reason this time that you broke up as it was the time before? Please let me know in the comment. So what fear keeps them silent? Now, when I say silent, if you are not in touch with them at all, if there is no communication, of course it means silent. But instead, if this means that you're still in communication, but they are not explaining everything that we are seeing here. So let's see why. And here we've got the Nine of Wands. Because this person wants to stand their ground. They don't want to crawl on their belly as they feel they should do, or they, well, more than they should do, that they would feel like doing, but they want to still be standing on their feet. Because if they acknowledge completely, and they're nearly there, I'm telling you, they're nearly there. If they acknowledge completely their part of the, what did they do and how did they treat you and all of that I explained before, they would not be able to stand anymore. That would become a 10 of a 9.5 of swords. Okay, now let's see. How does this unspoken truth affect their current life? This is going to be very interesting. And here, Four of Swords. Look how the tarot speak. They always do. That's why I love them. They have detached themselves from the outside world. Now, I'm not saying that they're not going to work. I'm not saying that they're not doing their job day to day. For some of them, could also be. Okay. Because this is another card of a touch of depression. Now, but the most important thing here is that if they manage to get on with their day-to-day life, then they come home and they close themselves in and they go into their bedroom and they rest and they need peace and quiet. They don't feel like going out with friends or doing other things. No, absolutely. What would change if they would finally admit all of this? Let's have a look. And here we've got the devil. They're already in the guilt phase. They're already in the understanding of everything that we spoke about. If they would admit everything, this person would really face the ugly side of their personality. We all have ugly sides. We all have beautiful sides. And I don't think that this person is ready. I sense that also this person could have been manipulative, excuse me, when they were with you. That maybe they were trying to get away with things, maybe they lied, you know, and it's not easy then to face all of that. So now this last question is for you, Libra, so please listen properly. What does your soul need to understand about their denial? And here we've got the Nine of Swords. Did I say 9.5 of Swords before? Here there isn't one, 9.5. It would be like a kind of Harry Potter platform, train platform. But here we've got this. So your soul has got to understand that in this moment in time, your particular ex that we are reading for is not in a great place. Now, I'm not here to say, oh, they deserve it. I don't know, and I would never say that. It's down to you to take this message. But this person it's very, very down about what happened. They feel a lot of guilt, and they cannot even let themselves go to all of the depth of their negative feelings towards what happened and towards themselves, because they're afraid of seeing that. Okay, so quite deep reading, Libras, and I hope you enjoyed it. Now, if you feel like sharing what you felt during the reading and your own personal experience, of course only if you want, please leave a comment below. So I'm going to leave the reading here. I would suggest for you to take a little time to sit with what came through and allow it to unfold in its own way. If you feel drawn to explore more, there is going to be future episodes, months coming out, in the future very soon, because I'm going to roll all of the new series and then restart with the next chapter next month or whatever. So whenever you're ready. And as I said before, the readings, the series that I just finished, the first chapter that I just finished, you can use it very well for, for a breakup as well, for an ex. So if this reading spoke to you and you like to stay connected, you are very welcome to like and subscribe. And if you do that, it will really help my job continue. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.